Lovely one. So I'm here for your Leo new moon forecast. So we're in a fire element again. And I don't know about you, but I've had a lot of ideas bubbling up, and often this is the fire energy that comes and, is a playful, fun energy to be in. So this new moon in Leo is going to be at 23 degrees and 17 minutes on the 16th of August at 9:37 a.m. That's GMT time, so do check your time zone. So yeah, with Leo, it always makes me smile, this energy. It's about being in the heart. So Leo has a very warm and joyful energy. So if you know anyone that's around you that is a Leo or a lot, will they kind of live life to the fullest. And this new moon is a new beginning. So it's asking us to, really look at what are the things that really light us up. Often we don't make enough time for them. So what are the things that really bring you joy? And connecting with that is really allowing our inner child to get its needs met. Often we shut that part down as adults. We have to adult and we forget that we need to play. And I tell my clients this all the time, and it's something that I do practice, is actually taking yourself on a play date every week, whether that's cooking a recipe, a new recipe, or reading a new book. Like last week, I hardly ever give myself permission to read novels because I read probably a lot, mostly self-development books. And it was my partner's grandma's novel. Sadly, she's not here anymore, and I didn't meet her, but she wrote this beautiful novel. And it was about, anyway, it was about kind of this woman that's quite witchy and psychic. And it was just such a great read. And it really lit me up because in that space, my imagination had been inspired. So we really is this Leo energy is reminding us to awaken that part of us that is curious, that is just in the moment. So, give yourself permission to go with the flow, around this new moon as well. And with Leo, it's a warm energy, but it's all about pride as well. And there's a regal quality. If you think of the lion, you often see statues with a lion head. And it's really taking pride in ourselves and in our what makes us unique. We so often can get into comparing ourselves. I know I'm guilty of this. And sometimes it's just like, okay, embrace your quirks, embrace what makes you you, because there is only one of you, right? So this is a really good time to just remind yourself of who you are and what you're here to do in the world. One of my quirks is, I'm very clumsy, but often I have very vivid dreams. And if any of you know about like astral traveling, I'm pretty sure I astral travel in my sleep. So my partner will get me going before bed. No astral traveling tonight, please. And it's random, but it's just one of the things that I do. So I'm sure you have your own quirks too. And so this Leo energy, new moon, new beginnings, setting new intentions and starting new projects. We've also still got Venus in retrograde, so it might have been bumping your ass a little bit. Venus has been asking us to look at our relationships and money. So with this new moon in a square to Uranus, we may have felt a little bit shaken up recently, and that energy is still here. So there may be situations that are making you feel a bit uncomfortable or that are bringing up resistance in you. So just notice where's that resistance coming from? And sometimes we need resistance, right, to change or to shift some pattern that is really ingrained in us. So even though it's not easy, ride that wave of resistance, because sometimes we need resistance to remind us. So look at your life and think, where am I holding resistance? Where can I let go of something? Maybe you've been going at something a lot and it's just time to let go of it. Maybe it's a project or an idea and it's time to let go of it. And also, on the other hand, where do you actually need to persevere and stay focused to your longer vision? So that Uranian energy can shake us up a little bit. And also this new moon, it's interesting because there's not any air in the chart. So obviously we need air to breathe. The air energy helps us see a different perspective. So we might feel a bit blinded by our own what's the word? Impulsiveness. So just be aware that when these erratic situations that may come about in your life, just make sure you breathe through. Remember to root into the earth. With air, because we don't have any air in the chart, is a sense we're literally forgetting to pause and take a breath. So breathe back into your roots and come back to your body is very helpful. And with that square to Uranus, we may actually feel like we're overstimulated, a sense of sensory overload. I know I get that when I go into supermarkets. I can't stand those, fluorescent lights. So if you're feeling a bit overstimulated, how can you have a bit more quiet time? Maybe you need more quiet time in nature, or you just need to switch off technology for a day and just read a book and do some art or something. So just be mindful of that. The North Node's in a trine to Pluto. And I've mentioned Pluto before, but Pluto is about shedding the old, about letting go of, old aspects of us that can be really painful, I know I've recently kind of been going through this Pluto transit, and I know it's so hard to let go of those parts of us because that's who we thought we were. So that energy is almost asking us, is there anything you need to grieve? Grieving old dreams related to what you thought your soul path was. Because often we can get fixated on, this is my soul path, but as we know, it's fluid and it evolves with us. So what are the old dreams you need to let go of? And there may be some heavy emotions that surface around that, because Pluto can be about trauma as well. So if there's any heavy emotions, how can you release them and just let that surrender to that shedding process? I know it's really painful, but out the other side, there is this beautiful transformation and beautiful wisdom that comes through going into those depths. And we've also got Mars, Mercury conjunction in Virgo, along with actually a grand Earth trine. So there's a lot of Earth energy. So that energy in Virgo is really good to help us organize our work life. Are there boxes you need to declutter? I'm looking down a box underneath my desk. How can you put your life more in order? Good time to just let things go. And that earth energy can help us create more structures. I know as a creative person, I can be haphazard still. So sometimes we just need to, okay, this is the structure today. This is something I've been working on is being quite fluid with my working day. And now I'm going to work from 10:30 in the morning till say 3:30 and see how that is. And I can tweak it. So maybe it's something like that for you in your business or your creative work. Just setting those boundaries can be really helpful. And there's also Mercury trine Jupiter. So there's a sense of Mercury in Virgo is about being quite mental and in our heads. But actually, with it trine Jupiter, there's an opportunity for us to maybe teach or share about our health journey. Or something about cultivating habits, because Virgo is the queen of like creating healthy habits and getting organized. So maybe you've been through some sort of really traumatic journey or health journey, and you want to actually share and empower people with that. So you may feel this sense of wanting to open up about that. And with that trine Jupiter, it could be like opportunities opening up financially for you, or a sense of you growing and expanding by sharing that experience with people. And we also want to watch we need to have an outlet for anger, because we've got Mars trine Uranus, and there's a sense of, I was talking about that erratic energy of Uranus bringing unexpected things to us. We might have excess energy with Mars. So make sure if you have excess energy, how can you release it? Like, I've been really active. I've been doing a lot of HIIT sessions, going on long walks, that kind of thing, to just let it go, let it out of your body, because we need an outlet for it. So finding that. So really, this a lot going on, but this new moon in Leo is a time to shine, a time to be seen and really celebrate what makes you you, and focus on the things that bring you joy. I'd love to hear below what new beginnings what do you want to cultivate? Is there a new project or a new idea that you're going to set in motion at this new moon? Let me know in the comments below. Bye for now.